So it's nice to have you guys back in therapy today. I know last week we were talking about the incident that occurred where Finn ended up getting kicked out of the house by Bert, and it was over the decorating of the bedroom. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to sort of check in with everybody first and see what kinds of things have happened since last week, and to kind of see where you guys are at. Anyone would like to start?
Not much has really changed with the house, except not a lot of people are in it anymore. Mm-hmm. Since we kicked Finn out. Mm-hmm. My dad just kind of does his own thing. Mm-hmm. He seems a little different, a little more quieter. Mm-hmm. He doesn't really approach me too often unless he has to.
Mm-hmm. What's going on for you?
I feel pretty bad that this is happening because I decorated the room. Mm-hmm. I tried to do something for Finn, and I didn't try to, talk to him about it. I wanted to surprise him, and that caused a big conflict between us. And then my dad stepped in to protect me, but, he kicked out Finn, so then all this kind of happened. Now they're not as close as they were.
So right now you're feeling responsible for what has happened?
Yeah, I feel responsible for what happened.
Okay. And that probably is making you feel very good. No. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. I just want to check in with Mom and Finn, and see what's been going on for them, and then we'll kind of come together. So, how's the last week been for you guys?
I've been staying at a friend's house, so I haven't been home at all.
Yeah, he hasn't been coming home.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't let me know where he is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys kicked me out, that kind of sends a message of we don't really want you here. We don't care.
I'm kind of concerned about what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess things with Bert have been going downhill.
Mm-hmm.
I blame him for kicking Finn out, and I haven't really talked to him about that since it happened.
Okay, so there's some stress going on in your relationship with Bert, and then there's also, you're very concerned about your son, and you're feeling some worry about what he's up to, because you don't really know. Okay. And Finn, would you like to share what you've been doing for the last week? You said that you were staying at a friend's house.
Yeah, I mean, I've just been going to school. I do my normal stuff. I've been going to football practice after school, and then we just hang out.
And how are you feeling when you hear that your mom is worrying about you?
I feel like that's normal. She's always worries about me, so that's not even different.
Why don't you come home? Call.
Well, you guys kicked me out. I'm not feeling very welcomed right now.
Okay, so it sounds like there's a lot of tension going on from multiple angles, and a lot of it is stemming from Finn being kicked out by Bert. Mm-hmm. And so maybe what we need to do is we need to kind of get back into what sort of happened during that event, so we can kind of get down to why everyone's feeling the way they're feeling. So Finn, you were saying that you feel pretty upset because you've been kicked out. Mm-hmm. Can you maybe can you talk a little bit about why you feel like you were kicked out?
I mean, I know I was kicked out. I used a word that was hurt Kurt's feelings, and Bert got really upset about it, and that was that. There wasn't a lot of discussion that happened.
So, do you understand? So, from your perspective, is the word that you used a word that you feel is? How do you feel that word was perceived by Finn, and how do you feel that word was perceived by Bert?
Well, I think, I don't know, they were both offended, and I'm sure it hurt Kurt's feelings. I knew when I said it that I shouldn't have. I know that word, shouldn't be just thrown out, but, I was so mad and so upset that I just lost it.
So you feel like your response to Kurt's decoration of the room was over the top and not an appropriate response to be having at the time?
Yeah.
So you, I appreciate that you are accepting some ownership for what you said and recognizing that what you said was wrong. And then, so you said that you understood that this word was not something that you should have used.
Yeah.
Can you maybe talk to Finn a little bit about what you wish you had said instead?
Well, Kurt, I wish I mean, I'm sorry that I said that word to you. I don't want to make you feel bad, like, but I was so upset because that room was so just girly and just so wasn't my style, and we both have to share that room. Like, it should reflect both of us. And I feel like
still
it
would have
should-
felt the room was pretty girly, and that there's another word you'd use to describe that.
So yeah, let's stop right there. So I recognize that, or you said yourself, Finn, that the word that you used at the time was inappropriate. What it sounds like right now is it sounds like you're replacing the word that you used with the word girly, which is a less, it's not a swear word in our culture, but it is still a derogatory way to talk about someone who is in fact male, correct?
Yeah.
So do you think that there is a way that you could talk to Finn about what you are upset about without using any of those kinds of words, without replacing what you're, without using words like girly or the word that you used before, and instead just talking about what actually was there?
Oh, okay. I mean, there was a lot of cloth, which isn't really my thing. There was like no pictures. There was like some weird lights that didn't really make sense. I don't know, it wasn't pleasing to my eye.
Okay. Finn, Kurt, how does that feel to you compared to what he said the first time a week ago?
It feels kind of weird because it feels like he's not really saying what he wants to say to me.
What do you think that Kurt wants to say to you right now?
I think what he is trying to say is that the room was gay. It's Middle Eastern. I mean, you're calling it country girly then? Is that what you're getting at?
Well, I don't know what Middle Eastern stuff looks like. Like, I just know what I like in my room, and it's like football and trucks and like,
Guy stuff?
yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like there's a lot of discomfort going on right now for both of you. That you, Finn, are feeling out of place, that the room that you walked into was not what you would expect of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That was not a reflection of yourself that you saw when you walked into the room. And that for you, Kurt, that you feel like his response to the room was a response, in fact, to your own sexual orientation.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Finn, before I come back to get kind of your feelings on that, Carol, I was wondering if you could maybe talk a little bit about this dynamic that's going on here. What do you see happening between these two guys? So we have over here, we have Finn, who's feeling like the room wasn't what he would expect for himself, and that Kurt over here is feeling that the room and the way that he set up is offended Kurt because Kurt himself is gay.
Well, maybe they can work together and actually talk about what they want in a room. Well, until that can happen, Finn has to move back in first, and
So there's still, for you, there's still some issue around the fact that Bert kicked out Finn, and so obviously, probably next session we would want to get Bert in on this discussion so that we can kind of come back together about that. But how do you respond to Kurt's feeling that Finn is upset with the room because Kurt himself is gay?
I don't know what do you mean?
So, can you